story is about a real person. It is taken from an actual diary written many years ago by a 7-year-old girl.
An aristocratic silver spoon child named Francoise, written as she spent her first year in a strange new world.
She said she never knew for certain who her parents were or where they were from.
She only remembered a princess she called mother and a nobleman she called father.
And that they lived for a few happy years in the faraway lands.
I'm the way to make earth glad and earth approach, and earth approach, and earth approach, and earth approach.
Until she arrived in Oregon in the summer of 1904.
Mrs. Potter, open up. Mrs. Potter.
Who's out there at this hour? Who are you?
I work the shipping dock in Portland with a fellow that knows you. He told me you just moved here to this new lumber camp, alone. Said you needed help bad. And here it is. Come on, let's get in here.
Who is she?
There was a shipwreck, a furrin ship. Her folks drowned, I seen them. So, seeing as how your husband's run off and you got this farm to run by yourself, I figured you needed some help.
Yep. I need help.
And I need 25 bucks.
Get out of here! The both of you!
You never last the winter without help.
Maybe not, but I sure as hell don't find children. Now get out!
You're one tough missus.
I have to be.
Truth is, I've got nowhere else to take her.
Then leave her. A foreign ship, huh? What's the matter? No speaking English? Let's see if you got some muscle. I got a feeling you understand me. Come on, let's get you out of them wet clothes. Mighty fancy dress. Bet you never worked a day in your life. Too bad for you, your folks never had swimming lessons. Now they're gone, gone, gone.
They are not.
Aha! You do speak English. I thought so.
Madame, vous n'avez pas le droit de me retenir.
I don't know what you just said, but I didn't like it. From now on, you talking English, like a normal human being.
I don't like you. I don't like you here, and I'm going to find mother and father.
Well, there's the door. Help yourself.
I shall.
If the timber wolves don't eat you, the bears will. Well, either you decided to come back or you got a bad sense of direction. Just remember, you're here to work. It's what they call a business investment. You're the investment, and I mean business.
Where is maman et mon père?
What?
Where are mother and father?
They're gone, girl.
Gone where?
Up there.
With the angels?
Guess so.
When will they be be back.
They won't. They're gone for good.
I don't believe you.
Fine, don't. But while you're waiting for him to come back, you're gonna need a place to stay. That's why he was brung here to me. I need help. You need a home. You can sleep right there. Well, if that's the way you want it. Good night. What did you say your name was? No name? Then I reckon I shall have to give you one.
My name is Francoise.
Friend what?
Francoise.
I can't remember no foreign sissy name. Now, let's see. I know. I'll call you Opal, after another little girl I used to know.
Why?
It's a name I ain't said in a while. Might be nice to hear it again.
What do I call you?
Me? Well, why don't you call me Mama?
Why?
It's another of them names I'd like to hear again.
But that's the name I call my mother.
Well, I'll just borrow it a while till she comes back. Good night, Opal.
But my name is Francoise.
A bundle of old butcher's papers fell to the floor, along with 3 colored wax pencils. Suddenly an idea. Huddled on the floor, she began to write.
Dear Victor, Mother, and Father, maybe you can read my verse from where you Angel Mother, floating in the sky. Angel Mother, how I wonder why. Now you're up in heaven, doing angel things. Mother, Mother, how can I go weak? Riding your shoulders, blowing explodes, learning of show and news by toll, waltzing with father, singing our song. Why did you leave me? Did I do something wrong? Angel Mother, watching me below. Angel Father, how I want to know. How can I be near you? Now you're where you are. Mother, Mother, heaven is so high. Mama, Papa, now that you're in heaven, how can I be with you again? Is there a way?
Francoise, do you remember the music box we gave you on your birthday?
Yes, but it was lost at sea with you.
What was the song the music box played?
Make earth glad. Find a way to make earth glad, and earth approaches heaven.
And that is what you must do to be near us again.
Though the music box is lost at sea, its glad song must not stop playing in your heart.
We shall be with you again and always, but only if you find the secret way to make earth glad.
Then how do I do that? How do I make earth glad?
That only you can discover. Search, Francoise. Search for the way.
Oh name? Then I reckon I shall have to give you one.
And she named him using one of the names she had been taught.
We are going to be friends forever. Peter Paul Rubens.
Well, this here's mush.
I'm only here until I find
not. But you better believe this. You are to stay away from that pig. And the next time I have to say that, it'll be with my hand.
He isn't a pig. His name is Peter Paul Rubens.
Well, come harvest time, his name is Breakfast. Sweet.
The mama is teaching me to do chores. I have once to do things right, for she gets sparky when I does things wrong. Every day she says to empty the ashes, wash the clothes, scrub the butter, fetch the butter pail.
Fetch the pail. Not the washboard, you stupid girl. The pail. This here is what you call a pail.
A bucket?
Bucket, pail, same thing. Here, now scrub. Ain't you never scrubbed before?
No.
Bucket,
Bucket?
brush, bon ami.
Ah oui, je le connais. Bon ami.
I told you, no more queer talk. It's bon ami. Bon ami. Scrub.
Find a way to make earth laugh and earth approaches heaven. Dear angel mother and father, every day I do think of those words and wonder what they mean. For you said if I could make earth glad, I would be with you again.
Eggs.
The mama also has me collect eggs from the hen house and take them out to the folks that buys them.
Any goes there be. Some spread.
Some it's not.
Like the gossip sisters.
She's a strange little girl, wrongly demented. Half of what she says you don't understand, and the other half comes out like she's talking backwards.
The ruffles on your dresses are like an oil painting by Rembrandt.
You see, demented.
And there's also folks that are not happy. They have needs. Like the man that wears gray neckties.
Who needs a wife?
And the thought girl with a following look in her eyes.
Who needs a husband and a baby, preferably in that order.
They met at the general store during the first week of the launching season. Here you go, man.
The new catalog's in yet?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Gibbons. Just gave out the last novel.
Oh.
Here, take mine.
Oh, no, ma'am,
Please, my father probably has one.
Well, that's very kind of you, Miss
Ryden.
Miss Ryden. Say, I seen you serving once or twice in the cookhouse. Is your pa one of the shanty boys?
Well, sort of.
Andrew, you moose. Her pa owns the whole damn lumber mill.
Oh, forgive me, ma'am. I wouldn't have been so familiar if I'd
But
known
you
you
were.
was who you was. I mean,
I'm
you are who you are.
not.
And if I see another one of these catalogs in the outhouse, it's yours.
And from that day on, Miss Ryden began finding bunches of wildflowers on the path outside her home.
And there is also the girl that has no seed.
Who needs eyes?
I used to see when I was your age, but then I lost my sight.
Your eyes aren't lost. I can see them. They're just broken.
Yes, they are.
Maybe I can find a way to fix them.
You keep away from my daughter, you strange little girl.
And then there is Sadie McKibben, an old scrub woman.
Who does other people's wash?
If you can imagine.
Folks say she's odd, reads tea leaves, and foreheads, or something. But she's no seer. She's just senile.
Don't you have children, Maggie?
No,
Why not?
I wanted them very much, but it was not in the stars, and now I am too old.
I know. Why don't I come and live with you until I'm with Angel Mother and Father again? I could be of help, and you wouldn't strangle me like your mama.
Is she harsh with you?
Yes.
Perhaps it's because she needs your help so much. What's your name, child?
I used to be Francoise,
something we all could use. It's a bit of help.
Help. Dear Angel Mother and Father, now I know what the music box song means. It means I must help folks get the things they need. And then you will come back to me as soon as I make Earth glad.
Maybe you've been sick, maybe you've been wise, maybe you jump off a mountain tall. Maybe you got broke, maybe you got bust, maybe it's the only life you know.
This? Just a bunch of weeds?
It's a bunch of fleurs.
You mean flowers?
Somebody leaves fleurs like those near the house of the thought girl.
You mean the milliner's daughter?
Yes, and I know who leaves them.
I was afraid you might.
It was the tree fairies.
Who?
The magic tree fairies.
Oh, okay.
They bring wishes. They always did when Angel Father was with me.
Hey, I got this mail order wish book. And, well, if you was a tree fairy picking out a wish for a little girl, what would you choose? A bottle of Dr. Harvey's worm elixir?
No.
No. Well, okay, hold on. How about electric galvanized indoor bathtub?
No.
No. Well, what then?
Colored pencils to write.
Okay. And if I see any tree fairies, I'll tell her.
That's just what Angel Father would do. Men that wear neckties are a multiplication table of comfort. Now, let's pick out a wife.
A wife?
Yes.
Sears and Roebuck don't sell wives, Opal.
Then how did you get one?
Good question. Why do you ask?
The gossip sister said you needed a wife, and I was going to help you get one.
On with you.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gibbons.
Oh, Miss Ryden?
Hey, look, she found a bunch of flowers too.
Get along, Opal.
I find bunches along the path outside my house nearly every day. I guess it's for school children that leave them.
Yep, I suppose so.
School children. It was the tree fairies.
The tree fairies?
Yes.
I see.
Yes, and guess what? I've been praying 7 times a day for the angels to bring you a baby.
A baby.
The gossip sister said an old maid like you needed one.
Off with you.
I see you found a bunch of these flowers too.
Oh, found him. Yep, I did. I found him.
They're pretty.
Yeah, so is your...
Um,
what I mean to say is, well, I know you're used to the finer things in life, like store-bought roses. Well, you see, it ain't the school children that leaves the flowers. Actually, truth to tell, it's... That's
so, Opal set out on her quest to find folks in Joyfields.
Whether they wanted them or not.
Getting a wife for the man who wears gray neckties, and a baby for the thought girl.
Teaching the blind girl to see.
And turning Peter Paul Rubens into a gentleman pig.
And so, on the morning of today, when the mama wasn't looking, Opal snuck Peter Paul Rubens out of the pig pen.
Peter Paul Rubens, I'm going to turn you into a gentleman pig, just like Pygmalion. You shall have a foot bath and a christening. But first, you has got to have the proper education.
So, she took him to school.
She tied Peter Paul Rubens up just outside the schoolhouse door and told him to
Stay here and pay attention.
Opal, you're tardy again. Why?
Because there was trouble in the chicken coop. Henry VIII pecked Pope Pius VII on the head.
Opal, there's a hog tied up outside. Why?
Because he's too fat to sit at a desk.
And he says he will take the pig home.
The teacher looked straight looks, so I went to my desk beside the recite bench. Then teacher asked questions she has wants to have answers for. She did ask,
What are the names of the animals in this picture?
I don't know, teacher.
then teacher asked Lola the question. Lola answered all in one breath. That is a horse, a donkey, and a goat. Thank you very much. Then the teacher did beam the lights all over Lola. Then it was the teacher called my name.
Opal?
I had anticipations the teacher would beam the lights all over me, too.
What are the names of the animals in this picture? Well, what are they?
A poisson, a mulot, and a canal. A poisson, a mulot, and a canal.
They're called no such thing.
Yes, they are. Angel
Don't do me as going to be a lady!
Maybe she's talking in tongues.
Yeah, maybe she's just stupid.
It's that demented little girl, and she's got a hog.
What's wrong, my child?
Peter Paul Rubens was expelled from school because he needs a foot bath and the mama won't let you use the wash tub.
But why? He wants to become a gentleman pig, does he now?
Yes, but the teacher shouted and all the children laughed at us.
Why?
Because we call things by names Angel Father taught us.
Whatever do you mean?
He called this une routine. And this une place laveur. And this une tablier.
She's not cuckoo.
She's possessed.
Hush, the both of ye. I'll not have you talk such nonsense of the child.
But she's dangerous. She's a menace to the community.
The only menace to the community I see is two tittle-tattle biddies with runaway tongues.
We came to have our laundry washed, not to be insulted.
I'm happy to do both at no extra charge.
Well, as you already have one foot in the poorhouse, we will remind you that we can take our business elsewhere.
Well, here, take your dirty wash. It's your mouths that need the scrubbing.
Well, I know all. Why, listen, she's making a demonic squeaking noise.
That's not me. That's my petit mulot.
Your what?
My mouth.
They'll be back. They're lazy, and I'm the only scrub woman in town.
Oh, listen, Sadie McKibben. Felix Mendelssohn is squeaking his cheese squeak.
Oh, and I've not a speck of cheese. Sadie's poor as a church mouse herself.
Felix Mendelssohn longs for cheese, just like I long for Angel Mother and Father.
Aye.
The man in the boat said they went under deep water to stay, and the mama says they is in heaven.
And so they are.
She said they is never coming back, but she is wrong. For they said if I could make earth glad, I would be near them again.
And so you will, but not in the way ye intend.
But I've been trying real hard to make folks be glad.
Not glad without, glad within.
I don't understand.
You must find peace inside, my child. They're not coming back.
Yes, they are. I know they are. I just don't know how.
Ye ask for a way ye may hear from beyond, a way for the lost to be found. Aye, there's a way without words. Its language is here all around. Ye must search for a sign, I search for a sign, a token of joy shall arise. They shall send me a sign,
That's sort of a sign.
a prophet of hope in disguise.
I don't understand.
It may be a coin piece you find in your purse, though empty a moment before, or a flower you press that falls from a boat when loneliness knocks at your door. These are certainly signs, I wonder at signs you see with your heart bound your eyes. They shall send me a sign you're certain to see, if simple enough to be wise. All right, Peter, Paul, Reuben, we're going to make you a gentleman again. My husband departed, may God rest his soul, before 1 and 1 make 3. But I think perhaps he sent me a sign the day that he sent ye to me. So be not bedeviled when devils befall, nor troubled when troubles befall. If all are above, then know above all, 'tis nothing but folly to cry. Simply say for a sign, a mystical, magical clue. They shall send me a sign, divine to be mine, for somewhere there is a sign that is searching for you.
I told you to stay away from that pig!
Mrs. Potter, please.
You was run here to help me out, but all you've been is a nuisance. Do you know what a nuisance is?
I don't even know what an old sense is.
Don't you sass me unless you're wearing cast iron underpants.
Mrs. Potter, you mustn't lay hand to the child. If it's angry, you'll be angry with me.
That can be arranged, seeing as Opal's always over here lollygagging while I'm back home doing my chores and hers.
'Tis I'm to fault for keeping her from her chores. I get a wee lonely, and she does bring a smile.
Walking my prize pig around so it gets skinny? That's your fault too?
Perhaps I filled her head with silly notions. Sadie's full of foolish stories, as everyone knows.
Then there's the broken wedding china and the wash tub that floated down the river and the 50 tomato plants that was yanked up so their toes could get some air. Come to think of it, Mrs. McKibben, you have got a lot to answer for.
It's only that
It's only that I got crops to tend and livestock to raise and a husband that comes around less than Labor Day. And just when I thought I couldn't be happier, I get helpful Hannah here to feed and clothe.
I thought my name was Opal.
You hush up.
Mrs. Potter, is that any way?
You want her?
What?
I said you want her.
Oh, please, eh?
You know, I can barely keep myself.
Then you hush up too. I don't need talk. I don't need advice. What I need is for somebody, sometime, to take the load off of me. Just once. I need somebody to be there to help me out. Just once. That's what I need. I suspect you got close to Scrub. Come on, Opal. remind me to spank you some more.
Dear Angel Mother and Father, the mama said I was a nuisance. That's something bad. Please come back to me real soon. The teacher said you was a nuisance. I'm a nuisance too. But don't be sad, Peter Paul Rubens. I need you to help me search for a sign, so we can make Earth glad together. And then one day, the teacher will say,
Why, Peter Paul Rubens, what a proper gentleman pig you have become.
and then I shall take you to the Louvre Museum and show you all the pictures you have painted. But first, you must have your christening.
And she christened him, singing a lullaby poem by William Blake.
A lullaby she used to hear each night.
Free.
on my right. I guarantee you'll meet your sweetheart tonight.
Go on, dance, Miss Riding. You heard what he said. Guarantee you'll meet your sweetheart tonight. But I'm minding the baby. We'll mind the baby. You mind the men.
Go on, Andrew, ask her to dance.
Who, me?
Everybody knows you want to. Everybody but her, that is. Go on.
Miss Wright?
She'd love to.
Sure, Selena. Here, let me help you.
Tell the others to go on dancing.
You heard what you said. Go on. I'll just sit with you till.
That's all right, Mr. Gibbons.
Oh, you remember me.
You don't have to stay.
But I'd like to.
I'm sure you'd much rather be dancing with the others.
No, not me. I mean, I don't think my partner would want to dance with me again anyway. And not that I blame her. I mean, I got these 2 feet that just don't get along very well with each other. I make a spectacle when I try to dance.
Me too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Selena. I didn't mean that.
Are they all watching?
Who?
The other folks. Are they all staring at me?
No, Selena. Nobody's looking.
I'm only glad Mother wasn't here to see. She'd never let me forget it. Sit in the corner. That's your place, she said. It makes folks uneasy when you try to socialize. She said.
Well, no, that ain't true. Not a bit.
That's nice of you to say.
I mean it. You're fine company.
Thank you.
You're pretty. You're bright. You're easy to talk to, which is good for a tongue-tied fellow like me.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbons. You're easy to talk to, too.
I'll go get your mama for you.
But, Mr. Gibbons,
You had a big father.
Yes, I did.
I have things you cannot see because your glasses is painted black.
I'm blind, Opal. That means I can't see.
Then why must you wear glasses?
The glasses aren't for my eyes. They're for everyone else's eyes.
Maybe when I'm grown up, that will make sense. I only know that if potatoes have eyes, and they can see what goes on in the darkness underground, then maybe you can see too.
Opal, I'm going home early. I got something that needs to be done. You can do what you want for a little while.
That's something I never heard I shall guide you.
Oh, it's only a branch. A walking stick.
A feeling sailor, to have seas by feelings, to go adventuring by yourself.
Mother would never let me do that.
The mother never does either. But tonight must be a special night.
Selena! Opal, show me how to use this.
Side to side, inch by inch, like a caterpillar making S's along the ground. Soon you shall come to the forest alone, whenever you wish to drink in inspirations.
I can do this. I can do this. Gloria Domine, Gloria Domine. Opal, what are you doing?
Lighting the candle of hope, as Angel Father always did in the faraway lands. He set the flames full of gladness and hope.
Oh, Opal, a long time ago, when I was your age, I imagined wonderful things. I heard voices and lit candles in the dark. But that was before the blind fever came on me. And everything was over before it began.
What can you see when you cannot see?
You see nothing, Opal. It's always midnight. It's always very, very black.
Oh,
Opal, tell me something. What color are Mr. Gibbons' eyes?
sky color.
I thought so. I thought so.
Older than a witch's tea down here, isn't it? Old for 10 years. And we rise, and we work in the icy winter dawn.
And we chop and we clear for a year and then move on.
And we
Came to take the lost frontier, leaving all that's near and dear. Came this way to pioneer and conquer the land.
and we hack,
We smoke,
we heal,
we swing,
we gather time
and song,
right,
sing,
clang,
we count, all fingers roll. We came to take the lost frontier, came to live with strangers here. Came to live a pioneer and conquer the land.
Dear angel mother and father, the glad song in my heart plays slower and slower now that Peter Paul Rubens has gone away. The mama says he is in heaven, but I don't believe her. For if he is in heaven, then maybe so are you, and maybe you're never coming back. Have you seen the soul of Peter Paul Rubens?
Go away!
Have you seen the soul of a pig? Shoo!
Hey, will you look at this? The tree fairies brought you more colored pencils. Opal, you gotta stop singing that same sad song.
What if the soul of Peter Paul Rubens is gone? I must find it, in case it is lost forever.
Where's that happy little girl I used to know, huh? She's the one that's gone away.
Sadie McKibben said you would send me
A sign, a secret sign.
to show me how you can be near, though you be far. So if you can open up the gates of heaven just once, show me where things go that are gone for good. Help me find the soul of my pig, or I have things I shall never, never be able to make earth glad. Show me where his soul is, now that he's not gone. Mother, that will be your son. That will be your son.
Oh, boom! There's chores to do.
rise, and we work in the icy winter air.
And I wait, and I hope, and I wonder if you're there.
And we're paper collar lumberjacks with the backs of autobacks and the two-bit axe.
Come to live in shanty shacks, come to chase the almanacs and conquer the land. And we came to chase the almanacs
And conquer the land.
Spring came, and once more the thought girl began finding bunches of wildflowers left along the path outside her home.
I have someone dreaming of me.
see, Father. He's a lumberjack.
Remember, Mother?
He's thoughtful and quiet and
I
kind.
got about to tighten
And
Jumbo's
he
store.
reads me flowers along the
Last
path
summer.
nearly every day.
Oh no, he hasn't said so many words. But I don't care what you say, Mother. It's true.
You got them chores done yet?
What chores?
Criminy! With you to help, it only takes me twice as long. Why was I ever fool enough to name you after Opal? She was a good little girl. She tried to please me.
Who was good?
Never mind.
What little girl?
Opal. My girl.
Where is she?
She's dead.
When will she be back?
She's gone for good.
Like Angel Mother and Father?
Yup.
And Peter Paul Rubens?
Yeah.
Maybe they know one another.
Girl! When are you gonna understand the way things is? When are you gonna learn?
I had think she was going to have cry fields. I did not know you even could. But don't be sad. She is not gone for good. You just have the need for a sign.
Oh, hush up. You're always babbling. And what's worse is I'm starting to listen. There's one thing you've gotten better at. It's wasting my time. Now come here and listen with both ears. This is called a grinder. You put the meat in this end. You turn the handle like so. And it comes out here. Now you do it.
No, the winder has a squeaky voice.
Grind the sausage.
No! No, I don't want to!
I don't care what you want. I got a heap of chores to do and 5 pounds of sausage that'll spoil unless you grind it. Now do as I say. Go on.
No, I won't!
Come back here. Come back now. Won't you come
Michelangelo, the fir tree.
Oh, Michelangelo, the mama made me grind sausage, and every time I made turns on the handle, I could hear the little pains wheel of Peter Paul Rubens. What did you say? Yes, that's true. You always know the right thing to say.
And she climbed up into his branches, where all the world looks like a dollhouse. Very big problems appear very small.
It is such a comfort to snuggle in your strong arms. You have a very understanding soul. Why, when I hug you, I can hear your sap going up. It sounds like springtime.
It was then that she overheard the man that wears gray neckties.
Leading the blind girl home through the forest.
Why, look, Michelangelo. The girl that has no seeing is out on explores.
This woods is a very dangerous place for someone like you.
Really?
The woods is a tinderbox this time of year. We're cutting trees. Well, you knows what could happen.
I appreciate your concern. It means a lot.
I can't understand why your folks let a young like you wander off alone like that.
They don't. But I've got a mind of my own, Mr. Gibbons, and it's high time I start using it.
Well, ain't you afraid?
Not really. The forest looks the same to me as our parlor. What you can't see can't scare you.
You got spunk, that's for sure.
Is that good?
I'll say. Maybe if I had some of your spunk, I wouldn't always be so tongue-tied over the place.
Oh, I don't think you're tongue-tied.
Well, no, not around you, but at the ranch house socials or such. My mouth just runs out of words.
That's okay, Mr. Gibbons. Sometimes you don't even need words. Sometimes a person just knows.
Well, let's get you back home. I suspect you want to finish this visit on Elsie Fairchild.
What for?
Oh, ain't you heard?
No, what?
Well, the baby finally came to Elsie and her husband last night. Come on.
A baby? To Elsie Fairchild? Oh no, I have so much work to do. Baby come to Elsie and it's not the God girl.
Maybe the angels had a mix-up.
This was a big calamity. Now there was only one thing to do.
Foreign girl just took my baby right from the cradle when she was sleeping.
No, I didn't.
Give it back.
This isn't your baby. Your wife had someone else's baby.
Why, you tramp?
All of you, stop. Now, Opal, give back the babe.
I won't.
Yes.
This baby was meant for the thought
The
girl.
thought girl?
Miss Ryden.
I see.
Well, we don't.
Neither did Elsie. She looked confused when I told her the baby wasn't hers.
Opal, Miss Ryden can't have a babe until she has a husband.
A husband? How does a husband make a baby come?
If they have to ask, I'm not too young to know the answer.
Silence, you'll not say another word again, the child. Opal, it is time you start to learn there is order in things, and that means babies are always brought to the right folks.
Then this is not the thought girl's baby?
I
Well,
don't
no.
say not.
Elsie will be glad to know she can keep it.
I never.
You stupid girl.
But when will the angels bring the thought girl a baby?
When it is time.
Maybe the man that wears gray neckties should ask the tree fairies to bring her one.
The man that wears gray neckties.
That's Andrew Gibbons.
The tree fairies bring him many bunches of flowers.
That's flowers.
Oh, everybody in town knows about those flowers. Folks say he brings them for Laura Ryden.
The mill owner's daughter?
The thought girl?
The same. It's L-O-V-E. But both of them shy as cults. Such a shame. Shame.
There are hurries in my feet. I must go now.
I understand, but mind your ways, child.
Did you hear that? He looks like a singer's kids. L-O-V-E. I only hope the thought girl could spell. What can I do?
Opal, the problem is that I have too many imagines. When you can't see, all you can do is imagine.
I don't understand.
Just go on. I just want to be alone.
The
Did I say
blind.
something bad?
Opal, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with anyone. Just please go on. I don't feel like playing anymore.
The blind girl wandered deeper and deeper into the forest, going farther and farther into the deserted timber.
Selena!
Leaving the path, she wandered aimlessly, hour after hour.
Selena! Where are you? Selena! The blind girl lit a small candle of hope, as Opal had done.
In the deep heat of summer, in search of hope,
The blind girl lost her way.
Smoke ring ignited. Selena sensed danger. Which way was safe? Or this? Fire spread.
Help! Somebody! Help! Mother! Help!
Opal,
No,
wake, child, wake.
it cannot be. I did teach her to walk in the forest. I made her go away.
You need to blame yourself. You're a child. She was not.
I only tried to make her glad. And I made her go away, like Angel Mother and Father. And Peter Paul Rubens. And they are never coming back. Never. Just like the mother said all along. You said to search for a sign. I believed you. Why can't I see it? Why? Why?
Why do I see God in a godless world? Why do I see good when grieving eyes with tears are pearled? Oh, my little child, good is seen in good's return. For the world is made of cycles, as ye now must learn. And year by year we reap, we toil, with furrowed brow on furrowed soil. Our backs all bent like sickle blades against the sky. And year by year, as years go by, we
name. My name is Francoise.
Come on.
The lumber camp.
Days later.
Milltown folks began tearing down camp and moving on.
And on the final page of her diary, Opal wrote,
Dear angel mother and father, the force that was is gone.
The whole reason Laura and me heard wedding bells was thanks to you, Opal. You said you was gonna get me a wife, and you did.
I have a special secret. It's something the angels let me know ahead of time. By this time next year, they're going to bring me a baby. That gives me joy feels.
Be good, little girl.
The stars only know where Sadie may go.
Take me with you, Sadie McKibben.
Child, I'm poor and old. If I should take ye would all too soon be penniless and alone.
You're not old, Sadie McKibben. The freckles on your wrinkled face are as lovely as the stars in the Milky Way sky. Take me with you.
I should tell you no, but I haven't the strength. Though I've not the means, I've a mind to take it. Ye can come with me or no, ye decide what be in the stars.
It's moving day. Don't dally, girl. We're moving to Lonesome Pine Lumber Camp to live with my brother. Only don't you give him no sass, because he don't love children like I do. Now, none but your necessary things can go. That's your McGuffey's reader, your apron, your dress, and your shoes. Oh, and while I was packing, I found this. What is it?
My diary.
Uh-huh.
I write in it.
Uh-huh.
It's a necessary thing.
Uh-huh. I see you've been writing something about me. Suppose you tell me what's so necessary about this. Read it.
There is no song in the mama's heart. Someone took it away. I am saving my pennies to buy her a singing lesson.
Well, why not? Maybe it'll keep you out of trouble. I'll wait for you by the road.
Is Felix medicine a necessary thing?
You decide, child, where it is best he go.
And where it is that I go? With the mama or with you?
Ye decide, child, what shall make earth the most glad. I'll be waiting for you in the clearing.
Maybe it is best I leave you here with the other mice, Felix Mendelssohn. They need you. But don't be sad. I shall always be with you inside.
Opal returned to the Forest Cathedral one last time.
The forest was black and desolate.
The ground was charred.
The trees were scorched and skeleton.
She heard their death song echoing through the canyons.
She saw that Michelangelo, whose arms were once so strong, was blackened, brittle, and bone-like.
The empty colors of shadows.
But as she knelt down to release Felix Mendelssohn,
she discovered something wonderful.
There, among the blackened debris,
was a small white lily. It had survived the forest fire and bloomed that day.
Peter Paul Rubens, I have found your soul.